Well, well. We have officially reached the end of car culture as we have known. I'm just doing a video today because it has been recommended for me to because of the Camaro platform is making a comeback, but not making a comeback that we all think it should make a comeback. And I think we all been straddling on the fence, talking about like whether it should come back as an EV, a not EV, a hybrid, or something like that. But it looks like apparently GM didn't come out with anything yet, but it has been advertised and promoted by journalists from Motor Trend that the Camaro is going to nameplate is going to come back, but it's going to come back in the EV platform to compete against the Mustang Mach E, which doesn't make complete sense at all because why would GM do something like that when they have the Blazer EV? And as we know, the Camaro do not have an E in its name at all. So one, I don't see that even coming back because you know GM is very clever on creating any type of model along the EV platform that it gotta have that nice little blue E to signify that it is an electric vehicle in the nameplate. Just like Blazer and Silverado and everything else. So nothing in the Camaro going to fit that. So that's why I believe they're not going to come out with an EV platform unless they like specially like change something like another letter to A or something for amps or something like that. But it's not going to make sense in this regard. Also, another reason that it doesn't make sense is that they already have the Blazer EV that they've been advertising for a while. That's pretty much like a Camaro, interior wise, just straight out the 6 gen Camaro. So I don't see them remaking that into something else unless they really want it to be a performance variant. But it seemed like they've been going very hard on this Blazer. If you check out their Instagram posts and things like that, where the Camaro that we know looks like the nameplate has died with the true engine, you know, this true ice motor that we all love, went and just become this new Blazer SS. But Motor Trend seems to be like have faith in themselves and the journalists that written this that thinking that hey, they're gonna come out with another variant of this Camaro EV where it could be like the the various trims that Chevrolet is known for. You got the LS, the LT, the LTZ, and it sounds good, but yeah, I don't see that happening at all. And it sounds like it can leverage that Blazer motor. So you got like the 80 kilowatt. I think it's like 105 kilowatt. And then if they really want to go to like the performance variant of it, they can top it out with like 190 kilowatt. But honestly, yeah, I don't think there's a market for it. Because I mean, yes, the Mach E is doing good on the Ford side, probably one of their best-selling SUVs on the electric side. But I don't think GM is going to sell because they just don't have that consumer confidence. In my opinion, they don't have that consumer confidence in the EV segment and lineup. So that's one topic we want to discuss there. Not really going to stay there and entertain the EVs because it just sounds nasty and make me want to hurl in my mouth thinking that the Camaro going to come back in an EV. Hybrid, my ears would have opened up based on what I've been selling and advertising to you guys and talking about like what should be the suggested next Camaro if it came back as a hybrid versus not pure EV. Now the second topic, which is very interesting, is that I seen on the drive, which was recommended to me and shared with me, is that it looks like the Camaro also is becoming, not as an EV, but the older 6 gen platform is becoming the top vehicle to be stolen in the country. Yes, that is pretty interesting. I don't know what you guys think about that. Me personally, I thought the Hellcat, Scat Packs, and all of those Dodge Stellantis cars was apparently the most stolen cars that we have seen on the internet. But apparently it seemed like the top tier trims such as the ZL1 is becoming the car sought after on the road. Now this is not covering, based on the article I read about the drive, it's not everything like as far as every Camaro that's being sold on the road, but based on the Camaros that's on the road, the ZL1 is the top tier one that's most sought after to be stolen, with the non-ZL1 variants such as the SS and so forth is number 3. Now, this article I'm talking about is showing right here was getting popped up where I have been recommended by the drive, which I thought was pretty interesting. That the Camaros is being sought after. Now, I could see that there was a trend for a while that the Camaros was getting their key fob hacked, similar to how the Dodge fanboys are doing, but that I don't see that's nothing new. I'm shocked by that the numbers of the ZL1s, I do see a few people, cars being stolen on the internet and saying, hey, it happened to me. But overall, I'm shocked to see that the Camaros has made it to the top sought after car, to be honest. I really have an issue with that. I really haven't done no video lately regarding like how to save your Camaro. Like, should you put any type of like anti-theft device on there? I mean, my whole anti-theft device, to be honest with you, is having a manual. So that's one of the things there. And then the second thing is like my lightweight battery too, because I can pretty much like drain the battery out, and that's pretty much like an anti-theft device. And the only way that you could recharge it is like you push the key fob button that comes with the battery, so I could like rejuvenate the battery that way. So I have those two things, but I really haven't came out with a video as far as like any type of anti-theft device that you can use to prevent your key fob from being changed or killing the starter or anything like that. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Maybe I should do a video for you guys, like what are some common, I'm drawing a blank on it, like common anti-theft devices that you can use. Like, because in my mind, I haven't used nothing, but maybe I'll do some more research and then buy the product as always, and then like review and then put it on my car to see if it's worth it or not, because I know there's plenty of them out there. Some that probably can be attached to your battery, some that probably can be attached to your fuse box, but yeah, it is what it is. But that is the automotive news that entertained me today. That yeah, that one surprised me and one I feel like is BS. So what do you guys think about the Camaro coming back as an EV? Or what do you guys think about the Camaro being sought after as the most top stolen car in the country? And that doesn't, like I said, the data doesn't cover everything on the road, but based on the theft reports from the insurance companies, that Camaro ZL1 and the Camaros in general reached the top one spot, the top number one spot, and the third spot. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And like that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.